Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, this Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday, and Super Bowl, of course, the Chiefs versus the Eagles. That happens Sunday, February 9th at 6:30 p.m., so the game will start at 6:30. Good morning, Mimi.
Good morning, Envy. Good morning, Jess. How y'all doing?
Good,
What's up, girl?
Good. Happy Friday. So I'll just jump right in. You know, the first story I think has been making headlines all week. A major shakeup in the federal workforce is underway, and a judge has now stepped in and hit pause, at least for now. We're talking about the Trump administration's controversial deferred resignation offer, which gives federal workers a tough choice: resign now and keep their pay and benefits through September, or stay and face potential layoffs. But thanks to a lawsuit from labor unions, a federal judge has delayed the lawsuit at least until Monday. The original deadline was yesterday. Now, the judge in the case will hear arguments from both sides at a court hearing scheduled for Monday afternoon. Now, this buyout, it is being led by Elon Musk and his newly formed Department of Government Efficiency. Democrats, of course, are slamming his efforts to downsize the federal government as illegal. Let's listen to what House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries had to say.
What we are seeing fold is an unlawful power grab by a unelected and unaccountable billionaire puppet master who's pulling the strings of House Republicans and apparently the Trump administration.
Now, according to reports, more than 60,000 workers, they have already accepted the offer. The Trump administration is hoping for 200,000 workers to accept this offer. They need 10% of the federal workforce to resign. They say they're not worried. They think that people will take the offer right before the deadline. Any thoughts on that, guys?
So just to refresh people's mind, this offer is offering them a cash buyout for them to quit their jobs, and he wants to hire people that has his similar beliefs to work with him?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. So they're offering them a buyout through the end of September. So you resign now. You just reply to the email. You put resign in the subject line. You can resign. You get 8 months of pay. But a lot of people are like, we don't really believe that he's going to follow through with this. So we'll see what happens. They're going to go to court on Monday, and both sides will battle it out in court. Yeah. So moving on, a judge in Washington state is now blocking President Trump's executive order on birthright citizenship. Now, this ruling comes just one day after a Maryland judge also blocked the order. Trump, he signed this executive order on his first day back into office, aiming to restrict birthright citizenship so it would not apply to children born in the U.S. to parents who are not here illegally. Let's hear from Washington Attorney General Nick Brown, who says Trump is overstepping his authority when he issued this executive order in the first place.
We're back to the status quo that we've had in this country for 150 years, that you are an American if you are born on U.S. soil. We do not have a king. We have a president who must abide by the laws. And if they want to amend the Constitution, there is a process by which to do that.
Right. And that process includes, going through Congress. So this order was set to take effect on February 19th, but that has now been halted. And the Justice Department, they are appealing this decision. And this case is headed to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, but the case is expected to go all the way to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is front page news. And we'll see you next hour.
Yep. Coming up, we'll talk Super Bowl ticket prices and how they are taking a major dive and why they are so much cheaper this year.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get back in some front page news with some quick sports. Super Bowl Super Bowl is Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Now, who you got, Jess?
I got the Eagles. I got to go with the cousin city. It ain't no DMV up in there, but Philly is right next door, so I got to go with the Eagles.
Charlamagne?
I want the Eagles to win. On paper, I believe the Eagles can win. I believe that it's going to be hard to stop Saquon Barkley. If you do stop Saquon Barkley, then Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown and all of those guys can hurt you. But they are going up against the Kansas City Chiefs, the referees, and Taylor Swift. And, it's going to be very difficult to overcome that task. But I want the Eagles to win, but my heart says the Eagles, my head says the Kansas City Chiefs will win.
Yeah, I don't necessarily care. I would love to see the Chiefs get a three-peat, but then I want to see Saquon Barkley get a ring. But I'm just going. I'm watching for the enjoyment. I don't really have a dog in this fight. I just want to enjoy a good game.
And then it's just the Eagles represent blackness to me. You know what I'm saying? Black ass, tough city, black ass players. The Chiefs just represent whiteness. A lot of mayonnaise over there. A lot of mayonnaise. A lot of mayonnaise.
You are such a Taylor Swift hater.
It's not just Swift though. It's Patrick Mahomes' wife. It's Travis Kelce.
He's Patrick Mahomes' wife.
You know,
oh my
it's
God.
Donald Trump congratulating them. It's just a lot of mayonnaise.
Saquon Barkley's wife is white as well.
Yeah,
She's been getting a lot of racist remarks.
Me and Dr. Umar don't approve of that either.
She is?
Yes.
Saquon Barkley's wife is white?
Yes.
Oh my God. I did not know that.
Y'all gonna talk about it in the rumors, I believe.
All right.
Good morning, Mimi.
Good morning, y'all. So, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt is unveiling President Trump's tax plan. The administration is calling it the largest tax cut in history for middle-class working Americans. Let's hear from Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt on what's exactly included in the package.
No tax on tips, which is obviously a very public campaign promise that the president made. No tax on seniors' Social Security. No tax on overtime pay. Renewing President Trump's 2017 middle-class tax cuts. Again, these are the president's priorities. Adjusting the SALT cap. Eliminate all the special tax breaks for billionaire sports team owners. Close the carried interest tax deduction loophole. Tax cuts for Made in America products. This will be the largest tax cut in history for middle-class working Americans. The president is committed to working with Congress to get this done.
Maybe I need to hear that again or read that again, because where was the middle-class tax cuts? I heard tax cuts for billionaires and everything. Where was the middle class? What middle class got tax cuts?
Yeah, there really wasn't any. You know, in this announcement, it's coming after the Republicans, they met for 5 hours at the White House. They failed to reach a final deal on how to exactly extend his tax cuts, but senior lawmakers say they are close in agreement. Now, of course, Republicans, you know, they hold a majority in both the House and the Senate. They spent weeks trying to agree on a plan to cover the cost of extending the tax cuts, but nonpartisan analysts, they say that this tax plan is going to add another $4 trillion to the country's $36 trillion deficit over the next decade. So I don't know how that's going to help.
Maybe billionaires are the middle class now. Maybe since we're approaching a world where it's a bunch of trillionaires, maybe billionaires are the middle class.
That would be nice. Sign me up for that one. All right, so federal health workers, they are also on high alert after there's a disturbing website called DEI Watch List. It began making its rounds on social media. The site features the names, the photos, and other information of dozens of federal workers, many of whom are minorities, working in healthcare-related agencies like the Center for Disease Control and Prevention and the National Institute of Health. So the site at one point labeled these individuals as targets for their involvement in diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, as well as for activities like donating to Democratic causes and using pronouns in their bio. So legal experts, they're calling this, of course, an intimidation tactic and part of the Trump administration's push to dismantle parts of the federal government. Now, the website, it's been online for about a week, and there's a conservative group that they're saying that's behind it called the American Accountability Foundation. They are also an advisor. They're also listed as an advisor on Project 2025.
You know,
So,
I was looking at that list the other day, and it's amazing to me, Mimi, how marginalized communities are being targeted. You know, black people, brown people, white women. What I was thinking is, how do they know these folks aren't qualified, though? Are they're just looking at them and just saying, hey, because of their identity, they're DEI hires? How do they know that these people aren't qualified?
They don't. They're looking at their skin and literally putting them on this list. And people are saying that they've been getting calls. They've been getting just, you know, harassed already from this list. There's like 50 or 60 people on this list. So pretty dangerous. Okay, and so switching gears to Super Bowl weekend, we all know that Super Bowl tickets can be expensive.
Hell
but
yeah.
this year, for some reason, prices are down. In fact, they've fallen like 60% this week. According to the retail site TickPick, the downfall has to do with one thing, and that is location. Apparently, the Super Bowl has been in New Orleans like 10 times. This is the 11th time it's going to be in New Orleans, and people are just, not that excited about it. The cheapest ticket is about $2,500. To put that in perspective, last year, the cheapest ticket in Vegas went for about $5,400.
That had to be from this week, because last week and a week before that, it was $12,000.
Yeah, nobody's buying them. So that's why they just start shooting down.
Yeah.
I'm looking now, like you said, $2,400 was the cheapest ticket. And right now you could get Section 111, which is pretty much damn near on the field, like 6 seats back, for $5,000. Any other Super Bowl, that would have been at least 12.
Come on down here, Envy. You got to get some tickets, yo. Come on down here.
People also may not have the disposable income because it ain't just a ticket. Like, I got people down there right now that's like, talking to me about how much the hotel rooms are.
The hotels are very expensive.
Oh, my God. It's crazy. Airbnb sold out like crazy, but they was expensive too.
But Louisiana always does that. New Orleans always does that. Essence Festival. Anytime there's a big event, they raise the price so high for hotels, and it's unaffordable. I mean, they're talking $1,100 a night for a cheap room, or $800 for a room that's usually $100.
Yeah.
So,
and you got people that's probably scared to fly because of everything that's going on.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's a lot of different factors. Nobody wants to see Taylor Swift. And Donald Trump's going to be at the game. That's probably a whole other security hassle.
Yeah, another headache.
Well, I don't know, Charlotte, because according to TMZ, people they're willing to buy suites so they can see Donald Trump and Taylor Swift. Like, that's apparently like the draw right now. They want to be in the eyesight of the two biggest names at the Superdome.
I can't wait to see Taylor Swift and Donald Trump interact. I bet you Taylor won't stand on business. Taylor, you put that post up going against Trump during the campaign, endorsing Kamala. I bet you fold.
I bet she won't.
I bet you fold.
She ain't gonna fold.
When Trump comes in that suite, because Patrick Mahomes' wife is a big Trump supporter. When Donald Trump comes in that suite to say what's up to people, I bet you she shakes his hand and hugs him and all that.
What Patrick Mahomes' wife got to do with Travis Kelce's girlfriend?
Watch. First of all, he'll never be
Travis.
Well, that is Travis Kelce. No, wait a minute.
Yeah,
No,
that's Travis Kelce's girlfriend.
no,
Taylor Swift.
no. That's
Taylor Swift boyfriend.
Yeah, that's Taylor Swift. Yeah, there'll never be a time when we refer to Taylor Swift as Travis Kelce's girlfriend. Okay, that's Taylor Swift. All right, even when if they get married. By the way, why do we give them so much attention and they not married?
Because you so mad at it.
We should even talk about them. They're not even a married couple.
But why do we care?
I don't know. But once again, draft picks, what is the other sites? Draft picks, prize picks. FanDuel. What's the over-under on Taylor Swift and Donald Trump having a friendly interaction? Let's go. That's the bet.
Thank you, Mimi.
That's your front page news. I'm Mimi Brown. Follow me on social at Mimi Brown TV. And for more news coverage, follow the Black Information Network or download the free iHeartRadio app and visit BINnews.com.
Oh, I want to ask Mimi one thing. How's your family and house and everything? I know you out in LA, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, we're good. I'm in Studio City. So the closest fire to me, there was a fire in Studio City, but we just had to evacuate for a day. Nothing like, the rest of the people,
Good
So,
God.
it was good to know you're okay.
Yeah, thank y'all. I appreciate that. It was a little scary, but, we're good. Thank you.
Yeah.
All righty, Mimi. Have a great weekend.
All right, y'all. Have a good weekend.
Peace.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.